What year did you come to the United States of America?
1968 or 69, I'm not even sure. For me, it was 68.
No, it was 69 because that's the year that Sandra was born. So it was late 69 because wasn't Sandra 8 months? And Sandra was born in February, so 8 months later would have meant that you guys got here
May
in October?
June.
So then she was like 4 months.
Yeah, because then I started school, you know, like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, well, you were like 10, 11?
11.
And you didn't know no English?
No English.
What did you think about, like, what did you think about where you were going? Like, did you know what New York City was?
No.
You never seen New York City in movies? Really?
No. You know about New York was when they used to talk about Kennedy. John F. Kennedy.
Oh, really?
My grandfather was crazy about him.
Really? Papito was?
Yeah. And, you know, when he passed, you know, when they killed him, he was crying like there was no tomorrow.
Are you serious? You never told me that story. Do you remember that plane ride? Especially because that was your first plane ride, right?
Yeah, but the thing that I remember was that I was scared.
Uh-huh.
That I was holding on Mom's, you know, arm because, you know, until I married the plane was, you know, was on, you know.
And it was what, just you, her, Uncle Richie, and Sandra?
Mm-hmm.
Because, wait, by then... Wait, where was CDJD?
She came a year later.
Oh, really? When you guys got here in 69, CDJD was 16. So you telling me that she was already married at 16? Grandma gave her permission for that? That's gangster. I'm surprised Grandma even permitted that, considering everything that she had been through. And how she had Uncle Dennis that young.
Yeah.
And truly, the question is, how did she even meet him, considering how strict Grandma was with you guys? Wait, you're telling me that DDJD met her husband before Grandma met Sandra's dad?
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's nasty. This is giving me telenovela vibes. I can't handle it.
They were pregnant at the same time. I don't remember.
Oh.
I said, let me tell you something. I don't think so.
I'm doing this while I'm eating Thai food from Nori Thai Bazaar. I really mess with them. They're really good. I'm having their pad see ew and their spicy chicken wings. But my mother didn't want to do the video. She didn't want to appear in the video with me while I asked her questions about the Lower East Side, because I'm like, y'all always want to know what Lower East Side was before everybody gentrified it. Nobody's going to be able to tell you better than the OG. She's been here since the late 60s. But now all of a sudden, she's shy. Lie she tells. Anyways, do you remember do you remember anything about when you first got here? Like what you thought?
I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Because, you know, when I got to the apartment and seeing that you were supposed to be locked out, you know, the door closed. In Puerto Rico, the door was open. And, you know, and we was, you know, in the yard, you know, playing. And over here, we couldn't do that.
Game. Were you just living, was it just you guys? Or did you move in to Grandma's brother's place?
Yeah, we moved to my uncle.
So it was you, Uncle Richie, Sandra, Grandma, and her brother? All in a 2-bedroom?
No, there were more people.
Wait, who else?
His wife.
He had a wife? Stop playing. Wait.
Chachi was there.
No.
Dougie was there. Junior was there.
Can you stop it? How have I never known this? I did not know that the Omiying had his whole family. So y'all were really doing the immigrant story for real. Where did you guys sleep? Because by then
In a little tiny room.
So that was messed up of him. In a lot of ways, think about it. That's really messed up that he uprooted
According
her.
to him was so you can have a better life.
Yeah, but then look at what he ended up being, trash.
And you could.
This is a clear indicator that you should never listen to a man, even if he's your brother, unless he has a plan. Because men always think that they have the right idea and they don't have no plan, no idea, and then they leave their siblings to suffer in a foreign country. You were not feeling it. You didn't like it.
I used to cry.
Yeah?
Telling my mother, I want to go back to Puerto Rico. And she would say, yeah, I want to go too, but then we don't have the money to get back there.
Oh, so she would have gone back if she had the money.
My uncle's wife was a drama queen.
Oh, really? What was her name?
It's called Anania.
Wait, Nania? Wait, Nania?
Yeah. That's
This is like the prototype of a telenovela villana, like a villain. Like Nania is what villanas are based on. Like she, cuckoo,
the person that had so many children and didn't love them and didn't do nothing for them.
Facts. And her kids all a little bit cuckoo. Mm-hmm. What school did you go to? Like, what junior high school did you go to?
Junior high school 71.
Where's that?
And 6th and Avenue B.
Oh, that
Remember
school? That big ass school?
Yeah.
You never told me you went to school there.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm learning a lot. Like, I literally just came up with these questions off the top of my head. So you went there for like, what?
3 years.
For 3 years? And what, did you used to walk there by yourself or grandma used to walk you? Did Richie go there too?
Mm-hmm. Well, not for too long.
What?
I go to school.
So he just dropped out? No, Mom, you're playing. There's no way. He never went to high school? Started the thug life? Damn, that's wild. But did he work? He worked the streets. Think about those first 3 years, because that could not have been easy. There was like no bilingual education back then. So what was it?
Bilingual class.
That's what I just said. There was no bilingual class. So what was it like? They just threw you in a class with a bunch of English-speaking students? But I imagine at that time, in that area, there was a lot of immigrants in that school. Like, what was the majority, would you say, race-wise? What was the majority of kids in that East Village school?
Black, Puerto Rican,
Uh-huh.
Chinese, but there were not too many Chinese
Uh-huh.
people there.
Yeah, because they probably went to school in
And
Chinatown.
white people, not too many.
Any memory that you can, like, remember that really, like, jumps out at you about those 3 years?
Or the time that, I don't know if that was first or maybe the second that I had when I had the fight. My first fight.
You had a fight in junior high school? All right, gangster. What
No,
happened? This is a past season.
I didn't
You
like
can't
her
really
either.
see it, but it's delicious. Understand how were you in school if we didn't speak English? Like, how did that work?
It
You
was
don't
not
remember
easy.
that?
It was not easy.
But, like, I need to understand. You were in a classroom and
And I didn't understand nothing. And then
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I have a hard time believing this is true.
Yeah.
I know it is, but I'm just
And I
saying.
had a girl, her name was Carmen, that I used to tell her what they saying, what he said, and you know.
Because you
Again,
were a good student, right?
In
Like
Puerto
back in
Rico,
school.
but not over here. Because over here I was a bad student because I didn't understand, you know.
But
So
I just don't understand how they
then
put you in
coming
school.
over here to do homework, it was like crime because I just couldn't do the homework.
When did you learn English then? Like when? How many years did it take you?
It took me a long time.
And how did you do it? Like, what was this story that you told me about that time that the teacher forced you to like read in front?
Maybe 8.
8th grade?
He asked me to read a chapter, and I told him no. And he says, "Why not? Everybody's reading." And I said, "Yeah, but I don't want to read."
Because you couldn't read, right?
No. And I was so scared, to start reading, and everybody would be, making fun of me and stuff like that. So, but I think it was I don't know if it was the same teacher that one day we were going to have a quiz or test. And that was the problem too. When we was ready to, when we was going to have a test, I was so scared. I didn't want to go to school because I said, I'm going to pass. I'm not going to pass. So I took my hand and I started doing
a cheat sheet? Oh,
because I used to see people doing it. And, I said, well, I'm going to try. But I just,
Gangster.
like he caught me. He said, what are you doing, Olivera? I cannot believe that Olivera is doing this. She's so quiet that she don't want to talk in class. I mean, look what she's doing.
Yeah, but did you tell him I don't speak the English?
Well, it was so embarrassed. I didn't want to. I didn't go to. I played hooky 3 days in a row. I didn't want to go there.
Really?
I remember one time. I don't know if I was in 8th grade or 9th. I don't know. That was when the gang was,
The gangs?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
really,
tell him what the Lower East Side was really like.
Really bad, And there was a big fight outside.
Where?
In school. Outside
On
the
6th Street?
Mm-hmm. And I was in the lunchroom when I saw everybody running and screaming, and when I was so scared to go out there, and when I saw that there was like calling the taxes to put people that they would stab, yeah.
What the?
And I was saying, oh my God, how am I gonna get home?
Where'd you go to high school?
Annex Sewer Park
And where's that?
in Grand.
Mm-hmm. Give us what was the Lower East Side like in the late 60s? Like, what did it look like?
A lot of gang.
Was it dirty? The buildings were like not looking cute.
No. No way.
Like it was a wasteland. It was scary.
And to go to my floor because the building was leaking.
No, stop.
And they didn't want to fix it.
I cannot with that story. Umbrellas inside the building?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dog. So it was ghetto. It was ghetto-rific.
Yeah.
I just want people to understand because people are. Did people hang out on the street a lot? Like, what was the vibe?
Yeah.
Like, that was the party of the street? Mm-hmm. What were people doing in the streets, though? But, like...
Hearing music.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Dancing in the street. Right.
People,
it was community.
Drinking,
Yeah. Do they play dominoes and cards and shit? Yeah.
All that. Yeah.
Were they dancing? They was doing the most.
Mm-hmm. The part was okay. But I go with, there was a girl there that didn't like me.
Why?
Because that's when I started going out with a crazy guy. And she was behind the guy.
You should have been like, here, you can have him. I promise. You really, please take him. Please.
Yeah.
And he was in the gang, right?
And I didn't know that. When I moved to the other one, that's when, I had the second fight.
What happened then?
Well, I was in my classroom, and they came knocking the door, and I knew. And my friend said, "Wait a minute, let's do a braid in your hair, and let's put Vaseline because." And I was so scared. I was like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, you got."
She said Vaseline and a braid. I'd never heard this before. I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard it in like movies and stuff.
And
But
she said-
word, this was like in the hood shit.
And-
Can you just tell the people how long was your hair?
Below my butt.
Below your butt.
Yeah.
And how tall are you?
I was 4'11" then, because I'm 5 feet now.
We call her. You're not 5 feet. Don't lie to the people.
They did.
You're
No.
4'11". My mother is vertically challenged, and she want to come on here and say
I'm
she's
5
foot.
feet. I was 4'11" then. Okay? Don't tell me.
The lies.
No.
Oh my God, the lies and deception. I'm
No,
done.
People was telling me, don't go outside.
Right.
Because if you go, you're going to get in trouble.
Right.
And I said, look, she came to me.
Right.
And she goes, yeah, but I'm telling you not to step out.
So what
And then
happened?
the other one, the girl that did the braid, she goes, go out there and fight.
What's her name? What was her name?
Linda. And
It always got to be a Linda.
So when I went in there outside, there were so many people. When I saw those people, I got so scared. Oh my God, they would have killed me.
She bought a whole gang?
Yeah. And then,
That's weak-minded shit.
And then
you come
she
out
goes,
to beat
and then
somebody
she
up with a
started
gang.
saying, go ahead. I didn't want to fight.
No.
I was telling her, look, why you want to fight me? She goes, no, that I don't like you, because she called me motherfucker. And that's when I told her, listen, don't be playing game with my mother,
Oh, because you thought she was offending your mother?
Yeah.
You didn't
Because
realize that was just a curse?
Yeah.
Mom,
And-
God bless your heart. You thought
and
she was
then-
cursing your
yeah.
mom. That's why you got angry?
And then
That's cute.
it's
It's really cute, yo. Got kicked by a bunch of people?
Yeah.
And nobody
So
stopped the
then
fight?
my friend,
That
the
goes
one
to
who
show
did the
you what
braid,
public schools were like back in the 70s.
the one that
What I need to know is, how did Grandma react when they called her and told her you were in the office? Did they? They must have.
yeah.
What happened?
Oh, because
Another
I
shorty
remember,
140, but I know Grandma was not playing
remember
around.
Every day when we used to get ready to go to school, it was the same thing. Don't fight. Don't talk to people that you don't know. Go straight to school. Come straight home. Don't talk to nobody. Don't take nothing from nobody. That was every single day before leaving the house. I said, yes,
Oh
Mom.
my God, Grandma.
I'm not
I
gonna
can imagine her
fight.
saying that.
I'm not gonna fight.
Sweet Grandma.
I'm not gonna take nothing from nobody. I'm gonna come straight home. And I came that day. She says, what did I tell you every day? And I said, yeah, but you know what? It wasn't my fault. They went to me, and I didn't have no choice.
Did you ever hang out on the FDR Drive? I mean, living so close to it, like, what was the FDR Drive like back in the day?
Nothing have changed. No, I mean, maybe the things that they have, done,
My mom is so Thug Nation. What do you
Yeah,
mean it
man.
hasn't changed? But didn't it used to be super dangerous? And what happened at the FDR?
Well, we was talking, and somebody came and asked the guy for a cigarette.
Yeah.
So, he gave it to him. Then, like, a few minutes later, this other guy came asking for another cigarette. So he said, yeah, why not? And then, like, the guy looked white.
The guy that you were with.
Yeah. So maybe the
Like he was a light skin.
Spanish
He
or
was a
whatever.
light
Yeah,
skinned Latino.
So they came and they said they put a gun and they put a knife in my neck and they asked him, give me the money.
He had money on him?
$80.
Damn, you remember that mad quick.
Yeah, 80.
Yo, and $80 back then, that was a
I
lot.
only had $3 with me. And then the guy that I was with told the guy.
What was his name?
Look out, Marty.
Marty?
Yeah. Marty Cartagena.
You have got to be, you can, that's not true. His name was Marty Cartagena. That sounds like a mafioso name.
Well, he's not a mafioso, okay?
Marty
He was
Cartagena.
politician.
He was a magician?
No, músico.
Oh, a musician? What he played? Oh, I'm gonna look him up on Facebook. You think he's still alive? Because Marty Cartagena is a very specific name. Like, how many of those could there be?
Yeah.
Robbed, and then what he...
Look, you know, I was trying to be nice to you. I gave you... And he goes, well, I thought you was white, so why you couldn't talk to me in Spanish then?
Oh, so this guy was like a racist mugger.
Yeah,
wild.
probably.
Like, he was sort of doing some reverse racism.
Yeah.
He was like, let me rob this white kid in the FDR drive.
Uh-huh.
Dang. I want to say, this wasn't really a mukbang. They're spicy chicken wings. I love how I love how Thai and Korean people, and Japanese too, how they do their chicken wings is that they usually bake them first and then they put them in either a deep fryer or however they fry it. So it's so crunchy, but it's never dry. It's super juicy. And those chicken wings, even though a tad bit salty, but if you don't do the spicy, you just do the regular and ask them for a little sauce on the side, then it probably isn't as salty. They are delicious. They have been my go-to wings in 2020 ever since Leo recommended them to me. And then the pad see ew, I just love a noodle. Their noodles are really good. They're never too soggy. They're not al dente, which I really like. And so I just wanted to say that in the Lower East Side, it is a good Thai spot. I've had other stuff. Before COVID, they have a cool skewer situation where if you buy a beer or like an alcoholic beverage, they give you a free skewer. And I've had their like papaya salad. I'm not a fan of their pad thai, but we've had like we get their spicy basil rice. My mother loves it, and like I've had it a few times. It's good too. So like they're a solid Thai choice, and like their whole ambiance inside is like street Thai food, which I really appreciate because I spent time traveling through Thailand, and the street markets, the night street markets, are the best Thai food that you'll ever have is at those markets. I need to show you. Thank you for the interview, even though you didn't want to be on camera. We will do a part 2 for the Lower East Side. Thank you.
Think about it.